Hi, it's JJ the Life Coach, and I'm here in the wonderful month of June with another life coaching tip. Now this is one of my favorites. It's called a Stretch, Risk, Die Paradigm, and it was created by Rhonda Britton, the founder of the Fearless Living Institute and my mentor and teacher in my life coach training. And what it's great for is if you're contemplating making a change. It really eliminates that all or nothing thinking that a lot of us get into when we're creating that. So it helps us brainstorm all of our options, and then we can make a decision based on that. And there's even another benefit that I'm going to talk about later. So here it is. Stretch, risk, die. Looks like a bullseye, and I know this isn't the best picture. I'm going to bring it maybe a little closer for a second. We'll see. But it looks like a bullseye, and the green area is when we're in our comfort zone. It's our status quo, where maybe we're thinking about making a change, but we haven't done a whole lot about it yet. And any type of a change puts us in that protection mode. Our caveman brain starts to activate because our caveman brain doesn't like change. If we're maintaining our status quo, we are safe. You know, there's nothing that's going to happen to us. And caveman brain is really in charge of fight or flight. So it likes this green area, status quo. The next area is the stretch area. I've got it in yellow on this bullseye. And that's when we're contemplating making a small change. So maybe we have a little mental resistance. Maybe we're procrastinating and, you know, kind of dreading it. But it's not a big deal. It's a stretch. So let's look at exercise. For me, when I started exercising, it was, wow, it's been about 1.5 years ago now. Yay. My stretch was to do 2 arm exercises and 2 leg exercises a day. You know, it was something that was manageable. I was procrastinating, but, you know, it was a small change. The next area is the risk area. I've got it highlighted in orange because that's when our fight or flight symptoms do start to come up. It's where our caveman brain is starting to say, maybe this isn't such a good idea. So maybe you actually have some anxiety that you feel, and you might have some of those fight or flight symptoms. Maybe when you think about it, your heart might get a little racy, or you might get a little sweaty, but and your mind perceives it as a definite risk. So a risk for me at that time was to do an exercise DVD all the way through. You know, it was it seemed kind of like it would be really hard and something I didn't really want to do. And then the final zone here is called the die zone. That's when your fight or flight is in absolute full response. I mean, you actually are in such fight or flight that you think you might die. Your heart is racing so much when you think about doing this. Or there's the flip side that you'd rather die than actually do that. So perhaps it's going to the gym. You know, or hiring a physical trainer. You know, it's just so far beyond your comfort zone, you can barely contemplate it. And that's in the die zone. So stretch, risk, or die, like I said, is great. So you can sort of lay out all your options. You don't have to have that black or white thinking of, you know, if I exercise, I have to go to the gym. It lets you get a nice range of things to do. But here's that hidden benefit I was going to tell you about. It helps you take care of yourself. You know, when I started exercising, I chose a stretch. That was what would work for me at the time, and I've been doing it 1.5 years, so it did work pretty well. And of course, I have progressed in my exercise. But a die, if I were to take a risk or a die, it would require a lot more self-care. I would have to really prepare myself and understand that those fight or flight symptoms were going to come up. And what was I going to do to help minimize them? Or when I was done taking this huge risk, what would I do to really take care of myself? Would it involve, you know, taking a nap that afternoon or a nice warm shower? So again, one of my favorite tools, stretch, risk, die, for making any type of a change in your life. I'm JJ the Life Coach, and we'll be back again this month with at least one more great life coaching tip. Thanks.